All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Wrestling Show. As always, I'm your host, Jake Randy, and today I'm joined by my co-host, Nate, as we're about to go over WrestleMania 34 and NXT TakeOver Predictions with the show. With this being WrestleMania 34 week and NXT TakeOver week, lots going on. There's a lot I'm busy with. Hopefully the stream's going well. If there's any issues, as always, guys, just let me know in the chat. If for some reason the mic's messed up, let me know. I just bought this mic a few days ago, or actually I just got it re-sent to me because there were some issues with it. So if there's any issues you're experiencing, just let me know in the chat. Like I said, today we're going to go over WrestleMania 34 predictions and all the other good stuff like NXT TakeOver. We're going to start it with TakeOver before. That way, we can save the big Sunday grandest stage of the mall show for the ending. But don't let this fool you. TakeOver can definitely steal the show, as it sometimes does when it comes to WrestleMania. It could be better than WrestleMania this year. The card is looking stacked, and in my opinion, it could be the greatest TakeOver we ever see, with the card and the amount of stipulation matches we have on the show. All right, let's go over. I'm just making sure I'm doing everything right. I know I had a couple of things planned. As always, guys, let me know your predictions in the chat as we're going along. I want to hear your guys' thoughts as we're moving on with the predictions. All right, so I guess we'll start out with TakeOver, yeah, because I'm going to get into some other things. Like, we're going to predict. I'm going to show you guys the betting odds. I don't know if there's betting odds for TakeOver, but I do know that the betting odds for WrestleMania 34, I have them on the side. We'll go over that. I'll even go over, like, predictions for what we think is going to be in order of, like, what's going to be the main event of WrestleMania, what's going to start the show, what's going to, stuff like that. But all right, let's kick it off with NXT TakeOver. First off, I think me and Nate got to go on and to say, we don't always watch NXT, but we love NXT, and we try to when we get the opportunity to watch NXT, their episodes. I've been kind of staying in tune. What about you, Nate? Have you had any chance to watch any recent takeovers? Did you watch last week's? Did you miss last week's? Was there anything?
I didn't really I kind of browse every now and then on social media just to kind of keep up what's going on.
Right.
When it comes to the takeover build-up, I kind of watch a little bit to see what it's gonna be like. Because I like to get hyped before a takeover. No, I don't really watch NXT as much, but as much as I should. But
I know what you mean. Yeah. Like, the same for me. I try to get the opportunity to. Sometimes, I miss an NXT, but I do see the results in the future. Let me see. I might be losing connection with Nathan right now. I'm not sure. Wait, I think you're still there, right, Nate?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, good. All right, making sure. There are some issues going on there, but I think we're good to go and we're off and rolling. But yeah, so let's just jump into it. Shayna Baszler versus Ember Moon. We did see this match, if I'm correct, at the last takeover, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did see this. When I was watching this back, I really thought they were gonna. Okay, wait. It says video output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience. Okay, so there's some buffering going on in the stream, but it should go back to good in a few minutes. The stream's working fine, man. Awesome, Gundam. Thank you in the chat for the info. All right, back to the takeover review. Shayna Baszler versus Ember Moon. This is a hard pick because Ember Moon did get put over at the last takeover. I don't know if they're gonna move the title to Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
But they have been kind of pushing her throughout for a while. They pushed her very fast and early in her career.
They really did.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Over at the last takeover. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was wondering whether that was the video, right? Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, who do you got? Who you got in this? Because this is a hard one, man. I don't know if I can actually predict this one exactly.
Honestly, I want to say it's gonna be, as much as it probably shouldn't, it's probably gonna be Shayna, because the way they've been pushing her and stuff, they're gonna make it seem like they're gonna probably do something where like Ember gets injured or something, or make it seem like she got injured, and then like
Okay.
it's gonna like capitalize on that, and then she's
Right,
gonna be
right.
the. They're gonna make her like. I don't want to compare her to like Lesnar or anything, but like it kind of seems like it would. That's where they're going with it.
Well, you'd think that maybe like in the future she'll be moved up and they'll have her and Ronda have something
Yeah.
in the WWE. That's kind of long term booking, but I kind of agree, but then at the same time, it's like Ember Moon kind of just got the title, unless they're planning on moving Ember Moon up already. I don't know how long she's been in NXT. Like I said, I try to keep up with NXT and stuff, but sometimes I miss it. So, but I think she's been there for quite some time. So I wouldn't be surprised if they moved her up. Two people I've been waiting to be moved up, just because I know how long they've been in there, is the iconic duo with Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
I know that's like
I'm
long
surprised
already.
they've been in NXT for years,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many times I thought they were gonna being brought up to the main roster, like at the Royal Rumble,
Mm-hmm.
but that didn't happen.
Be cool if like Emma was still there and they
Right? Yeah, they were been the Australians, right?
yeah.
Australian triplets. But yeah, I'm gonna go with you on this. I gotta say Shayna Baszler's probably gonna take the title.
Yeah.
Um,
As much as it
I don't know.
shouldn't happen, but like knowing
Right.
how they're pushing her and stuff, she's gonna probably take the title. I just hope the match is better than the last match.
Yeah. The last match wasn't that great. Ember Moon was selling that injury though, right? That arm injury
Mm-hmm.
the whole time. They'll probably do something similar, kind of. But the one thing about this is like you gotta think they can't have all the titles change, and there's already a lot of predictions I'm gonna make on this NXT Takeover prediction about titles being changed throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of I don't know if it's the right move. All right, the next match, the one I'm the most interested in, is Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. This is gonna be an awesome match because of the feud behind it, and not only that, but the great skills they have in the ring skills. They got the story for it. These two used to be a part of a team called DIY, and they were a phenomenal tag team. And now,
They had like
we
excellent matches
saw
with
them.
the Revival.
Yeah, the Revival and DIY, and that was when the Authors of Pain were kind of getting involved in NXT, and then they took the titles. They had that awesome like triple threat tag team title, not tag, ladder match, I think it was.
Yeah.
I forget what Takeover it was. That was awesome. But now they're bitter enemies, and the stuff they've been doing on NXT is awesome. I'm looking forward to this. In prediction wise though, I don't know if Johnny Gargano is gonna get the last word in this.
I don't think so.
I would think they'd put the heel over. He's got so much heat behind him.
Yeah.
Why put Gargano over? And it kind of sucks because Gargano does lose a lot of feuds, but I could see him. I think they're gonna put him in 205 Live. I know he's a great talent and stuff, but I feel like he may go to 205 Live.
I don't. I'm okay with that because 205 Live is actually pretty good now.
Yeah, well now it is. Yeah. You're right. It has been doing great.
After they took the title off of Enzo, it just got better.
Yeah. Me and actually Gundam in the chat were talking about this a few weeks ago. How like once they had that Enzo Amore thing go down, that's kind of like when I stopped watching 205 Live for a while. But then they got back and they're on tack with everything.
Yeah.
That's a lot more interesting. Are you able to see the stream on your phone, Nate, just to make sure like it's going well?
Yeah, I see the picture of Gargano and Ciampa.
So it's pretty smooth. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure because it's just my computer that's all like messed up on this side. Okay, yeah. So we both agree with that. They'd have to put the heel over. This is just a match I really want to see in the ring, and I'm curious what they're gonna do after this because originally Gargano was he was done with NXT. He lost, I think, right, his opportunity because he lost to Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
So that caused him to have to leave the NXT, but then they brought him back for this feud. So I think he's done after this. He's definitely gonna move forward. I think this is the last straw of this feud.
Yeah. It has to.
I would think
to an end.
Right. All right, next match: the Authors of Pain versus Adam Cole, Bobby. Am I saying Bobby Fish? Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Roderick Strong are also a tag team. This is a triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Of course, Adam Cole is doing double duty this night. He's involved in this match, and he's also involved in that North American, 6-pack ladder match.
I think this
I
match
believe.
right here is gonna start it off.
Yeah. This match has to definitely start out, right? Because that's the big North American. He's probably gonna be walking in all hurt into that North American title match, that ladder match. I would. We talked a little bit before the show. Me and they were saying we would think they would take the titles off because Adam Cole, unless they do retain, because Adam Cole might not win that North American title, so then he kind of has something to do. Yeah. I don't know if he does. But at the same time, because I don't know if they're gonna take the titles off of them because of Bobby Fish being injured. Because he was originally supposed to be in that spot, and Adam Cole's just kind of taking his place.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, because Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne have been doing great. The Authors of Pain look like they're gonna go up to the main roster, right?
Yeah. So who I have winning this is probably gonna be Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
You think so? You think they retain?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I gotta go with you with that. I don't know what I was gonna say Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong, but I kind of see that thing between them where it's like they're partners, but then things go bad. One of them does something to cost them the victory, and then next thing you know, Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne for the UK Championship or something along those lines.
Maybe at the next takeover.
Right. Yeah, and that'll be a good feud right there too.
Yeah.
Unless they do decide to continue this tag team thing, but I think we both ruled out Authors of Pain just because it looks like they're gonna be going to the main roster.
Yeah, I don't see them
soon.
winning. I mean, if they do, it'd be kind of weird. It's like, okay, I guess they're gonna be on
Yeah.
NXT for a few more months, maybe another year, but I don't think so.
So do you think the Authors of Pain also go up with Sanity and different rosters? Like one goes to SmackDown, one goes to Raw or something?
I hope so, unless they send them both to Raw, which I don't think they should. I think for sure these guys are gonna go to. I don't know. I want to say SmackDown, but I'm gonna say they're gonna go to SmackDown. And that Sanity will probably
SmackDown,
go to Raw.
Okay, yeah, it's possible. But then again, when you think about it, who's gonna be the tag team division of NXT when they both leave? I mean, there's some new teams, but
Yeah.
you would think they would keep a team to really put over their next talent.
War Machine.
But they do have the tournament.
I like War Machine.
War Machine, they're coming in, right? Yeah. A lot of good future teams, man. NXT just keeps developing talent. They get the best talent around the world. Triple H does an amazing job with that. So NXT is never gonna it never looks like it's going downhill. It's always moving up and up.
If they get the Young Bucks, oh my God, that's
Dude, the Young Bucks.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty insane, man. It's possible.
WWE would just eat up all the competition. That's probably why they try to sign these guys.
So the next match is, of course, the North American. I mean, these aren't in order, but we're just going through them. Not a lot of matches. That was the first thing I noticed about this takeover. But the quality of these matches, just on paper, look amazing, and they look like they can definitely still show. This is the North American title match. We got EC3 versus Adam Cole versus the Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet versus Lars Sullivan and versus Killian Dane in a ladder match for the North American title that was just recently announced by Triple H. Great title, by the way. I put the image on the show, and it looks really nice. I don't know if you got a chance to see that yet, Nathan.
Nuh-uh.
It looks nice, man. It looks like an old school title. I wish I still had the image on here. I would have showed you, but I don't think I do, unless I do. But no, you know what? I took it off on accident. But yeah, it looks really nice. Kind of got that old school look, the old reddish maroon strap with kind of like a world or the North America on it. Kind of reminds me of those old titles that would have the globe and stuff on it.
I got EC3 winning this.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's fresh, gonna come in, gonna get that hard push?
Yeah, that heel heat.
I could also see EC3 though, in the I don't know if they're gonna call it the world title, but the NXT Championship title.
Yeah.
I could see him in that picture too, though. That's the thing. It almost seems like the North American title is kind of like the Intercontinental title and the United States title of NXT. So
are they bringing in a new title?
No. Well, the North American title is the new title, but that's just that kind of feels like that's where it's in the middle division of NXT. And I kind of feel like EC3 is going to be pushed to the top. But then again, I don't know. You might be right with that. he might hold on to that North American title for a while. Then they push him eventually.
I just have a feeling that
Uh,
he's gonna win, either him or Ricochet, but I feel like it's gonna be him for sure.
yeah. He definitely. I think we kind of rolled out the Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane. They're kind of there just to really elevate the other talent,
They're good
and
too.
just they are really all good.
Yeah.
It would be a kind of crazy to see Adam Cole like imagine if you retained and won the North American title. If you'd have like 3 championships, that'd be pretty insane. That's kind of like an Austin Aries right now in or Total Impact Wrestling, whatever they call themselves. But yeah, I gotta go with Ricochet. I'm gonna go Ricochet. Nate's going EC3. It's gotta be between those two, I think. Adam Cole's kind of like that possible wild card in there. The other guys, they seem like they're just there to really elevate the match. Okay, what's the next match going on? Is this the main event of TakeOver already? I think it is, right? Yep. Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. This should be good, man.
As much as I don't see it happening, I think I'm going to go with Aleister Black.
You think so? Yeah. Well, does that mean Andrade Cien Almas goes to the main roster, or do you think he possibly gets a rematch?
He'll get a rematch for sure.
He'll definitely get. Yeah, he's got to get a rematch. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe
nobody ever loses that title really, and it just goes to the main roster.
I'd like to see him and Ricochet throw down.
Yeah, but I mean, the one thing I'm concerned about with Andrade Cien Almas is that eventually, when he does go to the main roster, dude, he's got that language barrier. I didn't know about this too much until I recently found out he doesn't speak English well at all.
Is that why he has Zelina with him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why he has her with him. She does the promos for him. So I know I recently had read an article about Alberto Del Rio. He was talking about how he gave him advice at one time, that he has to learn English because that's so crucial in his business. Yeah, and he had confirmed it that they had talked at one point. But yeah, I could see. You know what? I think Andrade Cien is Aleister Black. Hold on, is Aleister Black undefeated?
I think so.
He is, isn't he? That's right.
He had a really good match with Adam Cole.
That's true. You know what? That is true. But then, okay, how many title changes have we predicted already? You said that the tag team titles would retain, right?
Mm-hmm. Just the women's one.
The women's one, of course. Oh yeah, because the North American's a new title. That's all vacant.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's basic. So I guess there could be 2 titles. Yeah, that could make sense. Both titles could change. Aleister Black could get a win that elevates his undefeatedness in NXT. Then you can have Andrade Cien Almas get a rematch. Maybe he loses again or something. Then he gets moved up to the main roster, or they do something else with him, and they wait till like SummerSlam to bring him up or something like that.
Yeah,
I got to go with you on that one. Aleister Black, definitely. Yeah.
That's gonna be a killer match.
But then you got Drew McIntyre, right? Shouldn't he be returning soon after he lost the title to?
Yeah, maybe
Andrade
he'll feud with, or maybe they'll make it a triple threat or something.
That's true. They could do that. Well, all right, guys. That's our predictions for the NXT Takeover right there. We're gonna jump to WrestleMania 34 predictions now. Again, guys, I want to fill y'all's predictions in the chat when y'all get a chance. We're gonna go through. I think we'll start off with the betting odds and our predictions of what order the WrestleMania card is going to go in, because there's a lot of different ways this card could go. Let me see really quickly. So I think my camera just went off. That's what happened. My camera went off. So my camera's off, but Nate's still there on screen. I don't think I can fix that because I would have to exit out OBS Studio. But we'll move along with the show anyways. Jumping into WrestleMania on the betting odds. Let me go through this real quick. I have this pulled up on the side over here so I can go over this. Usually the betting odds sometimes are correct. Royal Rumble, dude, it's usually spot on. They predicted Nakamura winning. They predicted Orton winning, which was a surprising one to me because I don't think a lot of people actually thought Orton would win last year's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that was right. So I was shocked when I read that. We're going to go through some of these betting odds real quick before we get into our predictions. Starting with the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Final. Cedric Alexander favored over Mustafa Ali. What else do we got? We got Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon favored over Kevin Owens
Yeah, I
and
don't see
Sami
them
Zayn.
losing.
Who Daniel Bryan losing? You don't see Daniel Bryan losing?
No.
Or Sammy and Kevin. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Right, because if they lose, I get you. But SmackDown Tag Team. I'm going through these quick only because these are the betting odds. Then we'll get into our predictions. But SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers are actually favored to win the titles that night. The Raw Tag Team match, Braun Strowman and whoever his partner is favored. Doesn't matter who it is. The WrestleMania Women's Battle Royale. The three top favorites right now are Sasha Banks being the front runner, next to Becky Lynch, and then next to Bayley. The Undertaker versus John Cena is predicted to happen, and Undertaker's favored to be put over on John Cena. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Elias is favored to win that, right next to Dolph Ziggler, Big Cass, and Samoa Joe, and Kane.
I know Kane was in it.
Yeah, I don't even know if Kane's in it, man. Some of these betting odds are crazy.
Gonna
Like,
come back as corporate Kane.
yeah, I mean, the third runner-up for this Royal Rumble on the betting odds was like Daniel Bryan, I think, this year.
For the Andre the Giant one.
Oh no, not for that one though. That would be something else. Nah, he's gonna run in there too and get a win for that.
He's on. I'm entering the Andre the Giant. Would that be
horrible? I don't think they would ever do that. That would be terrible. I honestly think it's like a discredit to be in the match. I mean, what do you get out of it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know it's a memory of Andre the Giant, but like.
Yeah. I mean, nothing against Andre, but I mean, put something worth it up on there. The mixed tag team match between Kurt and Ronda Rousey. On the betting odds, it's favored that Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey will go over. United States Championship match. Randy Orton's is the top runner for that in the betting odds to be the favorite to retain his championship. In the Intercontinental match, Finn Balor is favored to win that. Asuka favored to beat Charlotte. Nia Jax favored to beat Alexa Bliss. Shinsuke Nakamura favored to beat AJ Styles, and Roman Reigns favored to beat Brock Lesnar. Shinsuke. So those are the betting odds for WrestleMania. We'll start talking about like the layout of the match card. We know 3 matches are going to be on the pre-show, the kickoff show, whatever it's called now.
Did we do the Roman Reigns? Did they have the Roman Reigns one?
Yeah. Roman Reigns is heavily favored in the betting odds to win, like by a lot. She'll be crazy if you bet it on Brock and he actually won. But
he's not going.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get into that. But the match card, we know the 3 matches on the pre-show and the kickoff show are going to be the Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali match for the Cruiserweight title. We also know that the Women's Battle Royale is going to be on there, and the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale will be on the pre-show. But in your thoughts, what's actually going to kick off the WrestleMania, if you want to say it's the actual kickoff, whatever?
The start off the actual show?
Right, yeah. So what do you think WWE does?
I'm going to go with...
Lesnar versus Roman Reigns?
No, hell no. Let's see. I had one. The SmackDown Live tag team match.
The SmackDown Live. Man, actually, you might be oh no, okay. I guess something else. I guess Rusev Day to kick off the show because I feel like usually because they usually like to get a pop out of the crowd, right? Once it starts. Mm-hmm. To make WrestleMania look like, wow, this is awesome and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like Rusev Day would be a good way to kick it off. Whether or not he loses or wins, I feel like his entrance could be like the first thing that happens.
Who did you have for that match?
Who do I have to win that match? I have what I want to happen is Rusev Day take the title so the crowd can explode for Rusev. What I feel like WWE is going to do is I think they're going to throw the title on Jinder Mahal. And he's going to sneak away with the United States Championship because Rusev, will have Orton and Bobby Roode go at it for a while. And, Jinder Mahal will sneak in there for his finisher on someone. And we'll see Jinder Mahal sneak away with the title. Yeah. Well, what is it called?
I forgot. It was just like...
The Colossus or something, right? Or something like that.
bootlegged rock bottom.
Rusev Day, he's winning, man. I hope so, man. That's what I want to happen. Um, that would be awesome though if Rusev did get that moment.
That's
That
who
would be
I
one
have
way
to
to
win.
kick off the show. You're thinking that though? Is that who you want to win, or is that actually who you think's gonna win?
That's what I want to win because he's over.
You think he's actually gonna win though?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I hope so. I really hope so. That'd be an awesome way to kick off
He
WrestleMania.
all gets pinned.
Oh shit. Damn. Dang. Let me see. Okay. Well, since we're just jumping into prediction, we'll go through the whole our predictions on match card and whatnot as we're going along. Okay. So for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, who do you got winning this, Nathan? Because it's the most exciting match of the year.
Big Cass, if he comes back, that'd be a cool
You think Big
comeback
Cass returns?
for Big
Okay.
Cass.
You think that's gonna boost his momentum carrying around that trophy and talking about on Monday Night Raw how he won the greatest match ever?
Oh, it didn't do much. It didn't do any justice for Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin.
What if they just bring back Samoa Joe and he wins it?
He gets someone to come keep him.
Right? And then he's gonna come out on the next night on Raw and approach Roman Reigns and talk about how he deserves the title match because he won the Memorial Battle.
That'd be funny.
I don't know who to go with. I feel like Matt Hardy's or Woken Hardy, my bad, is one of the people I think that's a valid person that could definitely win. I feel like
Big Cass is gonna come back. And
yeah,
he's been out for
I can definitely see
time.
that. You know, the thing about it is like whoever returns in the Battle Royale, I feel like it's honestly not that big of a return for them because it's you know, sometimes people aren't even in the building yet for WrestleMania 32 when we were there live. You know, we had to see like 3 of the matches where the crowd was just basically empty.
Yeah, because they weren't letting them in, remember?
Yeah, not only that, but they don't even. Well, there's like a few entrances. Like remember when everyone's already stacked in the ring, and then like 3 people get televised entrances, where it was like Shaquille O'Neal came out and they showed him on TV.
That was funny.
But
him and Big Show walked back together.
Oh, yeah.
They were all fighting with each other, and then they both get eliminated. And then they're like walking back together.
Let's go get some food.
Have you ever seen that with wrestlers? They just walk back together.
Yeah, when you're there live, it's the funniest because it just gets dark and you have to see them walk like in a shame.
And then you see them like kind of walking together to the back.
And breaking that kayfabe.
Like I'll see the heel shake the people's hands.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're gonna give like Kane. I know he's not even like scheduled for this. He's still running for mayor. I don't even know if he's gonna be at WrestleMania. I just say they're gonna give it to some like vet. And this is a match where I feel like it doesn't even matter who really wins. It's been shown in the past that it gets kind of forgotten. It doesn't really affect anyone's career for the better.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go say Kane. It's kind of a random throw out there. Let me know what you guys think. Who's gonna win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale?
They're all, who cares?
Right, who cares? What else we got here? Let's see. I was about to put the Takeover match on again. Okay, next match. We're going to have Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I don't know if you got any chance to watch 205 Live lately, Nate, but it's been pretty exciting.
I watched a little bit of it.
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
Man, the matches they put on is great. The story they got is pretty good. It's really just a tournament right now. It's a vacant title. It looks like
I'll go with
this is going to be an exciting match.
Cedric Alexander.
You think Cedric gets his moment?
Yeah.
I would kind of hope so, man. He's been going for that title. He's had a long journey where he hasn't had a chance to get the title. Mustafa Ali turns heel. Okay. I could definitely see something like that kind of happen.
Yeah.
Because this is a face versus face thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know. Something wants me to go Mustafa Ali. But I think I agree with you. I think it's got to be Cedric Alexander's moment. It's WrestleMania. He's been fighting for the title for so long. He deserves it. Mustafa Ali will probably get his chance again at the title. And
he's like, he's saying Rusev Day, he's winning.
Yeah. He actually, I didn't see his messages in the chat. Actually, I got to put the...
Alexander needs to win this match. He needs his moment.
He does, yeah.
He really does.
Need his moment. It's about time he would get a moment.
He's been chasing the belt too long. Yep, indeed he has.
Yep, he really has. All right, I got the chat on the screen. I was missing out on the chat right there. Can I put this up there too, real quick? I mean, Mustafa. Don't get me wrong, Mustafa Ali is great as well, but he is still. I think Cedric Alexander's been chasing the title a little longer than he has.
Yeah.
So, and Mustafa Ali will get his chance in the future, in my opinion.
Mhm. Definitely.
Okay, all right. Let's jump into the women's battle royale match. What do you guys think about who's gonna win this? Very similar to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Same idea, same concept. It's probably gonna be pretty meaningless, as well as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Not the most
These are
exciting
just
match.
battle royals to get everybody on the card.
Exactly, yeah. I've heard. I think this was on the Talk Is Jericho podcast where Jericho was talking about the pre-show and the Memorial Battle Royales. Vince kind of feels ashamed that a lot of his superstars don't be put on the card, so he kind of just throws them on there in some way, which is basically the Memorial Battle Royale and this now Women's Battle Royale.
Yeah.
In my opinion, dude, I've been talking about it for weeks. Bayley and Sasha, they should have had a singles match, in my opinion. But they just didn't go that direction. They ended up just throwing their feud kind of in this Battle Royale thing.
My thing. I think my prediction for this is, I have Becky Lynch winning, but I feel like it's gonna come down to her, Sasha, and Bayley.
Okay, I see that.
Like they kind of team up on it. Everyone kind of tries to team up on them or something.
I could see sort of like maybe a Bayley and Sasha settling their feud in the ring, and maybe that cost them both the win, and maybe like you're saying Becky Lynch throws them out or something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but I'm gonna go different, and I'm gonna say someone like
Ruby Riott.
that'd be really out there, but you never know. It could be.
I feel like
it's really wild.
The crowd's kind of dead when they come out. The Riott Squad.
With the Riott Squad, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a rinse and repeat thing with them. The Riott Squad and Absolution, very similar kind of style.
They kind of lose a lot, right?
Yeah, they lose a lot. They came in pretty strong, and then they started doing this weird thing where Ruby Riott was constantly going against Charlotte, and then like Becky Lynch and Naomi were constantly going against the other two. And it was just kind of the same thing over and over, so I think the crowd got tired of it.
I wonder if they're gonna make them like the 3MB.
Oh crap!
Hope not, because they actually got potential. I don't know if you've ever seen them in NXT.
Yeah, definitely Ruby Riott. Yeah, I think Ruby Riott's really an underdog on SmackDown. I've seen her match with Charlotte and a couple of matches in NXT. She's really good.
I never got to see that match, but I know she lost, right?
Yeah, and it was a pretty good match.
Tapped out or something?
I believe she tapped out. Yeah, I think she got put in the figure 8 or something, and then that's when Asuka came out. That was at Fastlane, yeah.
But my prediction for this one is gonna be Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, it's either Bayley or Sasha. I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to Bayley's moment. Sasha's got a couple of moments over Bayley.
And then Rob Gronkowski's gonna get involved.
Yeah, and then Rob Gronkowski's gonna go in there and tackle one.
Right.
And cost Sasha Banks the win.
EA hype.
Or Snoop Dogg.
Oh shit.
Sasha Banks' cousin's gonna go in there.
Jon Stewart comes in with a chair.
Jon Stewart. The celebrity. They gotta involve celebrity.
I hate that. Was so horrible when they did that. That was a good match too, and he comes in and the hits. What's his name? I forgot who he hit with a chair.
I forgot who it was. Man, OBS Studio is giving me some issues right now as I'm trying to change the image. Let me see if I can do this without it affecting.
Imagine if someone came in during the Shinsuke and AJ match.
Oh wow, that would be. I didn't think about that.
Oh, I would be I don't think I would want to watch WrestleMania.
Ends in a DQ.
I would be so hell. I think everyone would be mad. Right? They would boo.
Probably would. Yeah, I think we got to see an actual legitimate finish to that.
Well, they're hyping it up to be the dream match, and for them to go in there and rob it or something. That would be kind of like a slap in the face to everyone who wanted. Because I remember a year ago I predicted that match, I've heard rumors that was supposed to be a match at WrestleMania, Shinsuke and AJ for the WWE title. I was like, nah, hell no. It's never.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the year, it seemed like they weren't gonna go that direction. I
Do you remember
think,
hearing a rumor about that?
yeah, for quite a while, dude. Ever since the Money in the Bank pay-per-view where they had to stare down,
I think they
then there was
always
that
knew,
house
like,
show,
deep down, like, they wanted to see what kind of reception it would get.
right? I think one of the newer girls, maybe one of the Absolution girls, wins it. Yeah, I could definitely see that. You got Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville,
Liv Morgan,
um, Liv
Sarah
Morgan
Logan.
on they're on what, the Ruby Riot Squad, Riot Squad.
What happened with
Um,
Paige? Is she not allowed to wrestle?
I don't know. That was, for a while the news and rumors and speculation were talking about it. It seemed like it was confirmed. There was, I think, like TMZ on it. There was a lot of places on this, but then she never came out and announced. WWE never confirmed anything. So I don't know if they're just waiting on tests or something on her. But
Or what if she
as of
comes
right now,
back
it
and
seems like
wins the right,
and wins the battle royale.
right, the pointless women's battle royal?
Yeah, right. To elevate her career, her young up and coming career.
I guess it's
Um,
good, maybe some are like happy, like, okay, at least we're on the card. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's their
this is
first
better than,
battle royale.
it's not like how Samoa Joe didn't even get a match. He's not even gonna be in
Yeah.
this WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the sad part. Okay, so Braun Strowman and his mystery tag team partner versus The Bar. Who do you have Braun Strowman's tag team partner being first?
I had a few, but the ones that I think should be either Bray Wyatt or Samoa Joe.
All right, okay. Bray
I
Wyatt or
have Big
Samoa
Cass,
Joe?
but like I haven't won the battle royal,
Right, right.
so I can't. You
Uh,
can't come in, win the battle royal, and then
with this match, I almost feel like Braun Strowman doesn't even need the tag team titles. He's being just stalled right now so that he can eventually be put into the main roster. Main event picture pretty soon after WrestleMania. But maybe they'll have him stick around in the tag team division for a little bit, just until they get the Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns out for a while. But I don't know. It seems like they're gonna keep him in the tag team title picture for a while. So I think it's true. He's gonna win. It doesn't matter who his tag team partner is. I almost feel like they could just kind of put like anybody in the spot, even just like people have been saying James Ellsworth. They could put him in the spot and he could just kind of elevate him, even though. But James Ellsworth's, I don't know. I feel like he's got his own thing going in the Indies right now. I don't think they re-sign him. My final two options are exactly what he said, Joe or Wyatt. It could be, and Joe and Wyatt I think are the favorites to win. I don't know if WWE throws a curveball at us and we see somebody like really out of the blue that nobody expects, but there's not a lot of options. Here's my prediction. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say something pretty insane. I'm gonna say the Elias segment in the ring at WrestleMania where he's playing his guitar happens before this match. I'm gonna say he's in the ring, he's playing his guitar. They have a segment where legends or somebody interrupts him. You have the Jeff Jarrett, who just recently got put in the Hall of Fame, interrupt him. You possibly have The Rock. I know he said he's not going to be there. There's still a chance The Rock's going to show up, in my opinion. So we see Elias get beat down by some legends, and then you hear Braun Strowman's music. He comes out to the ring, picks up like a beaten up Elias and says, "You're my partner," or something. I don't know. And then Elias is his partner. You have Elias in a match at Mania versus The Bar, and you can kind of set that up. It's kind of an out there prediction, but just in my opinion, to go different from the Wyatt and Joe thing. Bray Wyatt definitely seems like a logical answer, but I feel like Samoa Joe's gonna be already put into the main roster. Okay, wait, Nate just texted me right now. Hey, I'm not on the live stream anymore. It ended the call. All right, let me see if I can get him back in real quick. Sorry about this, guy. Back to where we were, guys. The Bar versus Braun Strowman and his mystery tag team partner. Nate said it could be Joe or Bray Wyatt. I say it's going to be somebody like Elias somehow still. All right, who do you think's going to win?
Braun.
It's got to be Braun. Okay, that's not even a question to me. I feel like Braun's going to win.
Easily.
But you know what? The same thing. I was talking to Gundam the other day about this too at the same time. He could still lose. It's not going to hurt Braun Strowman, dude. The guy's already way over. He can still crush The Bar. Like, let's say they find a way to retain the titles. They're thinking about running out. And then Strowman has his WrestleMania moment where he crushes them. He does the thing where he's about to leave. And then he walks back to the ring.
Yeah.
And then just it's not going to hurt Braun Strowman to lose. He could lose due to his tag team partner. That would definitely make sense. They could definitely go that route, but I'm not sure. We'll see what the WWE does. That's my prediction for that match. All right, the next match we got is the United States Championship match between Randy Orton, the defending United States champion, his first time ever holding the title. He just won it at Fastlane against Jinder Mahal versus Bobby Roode versus the glorious, no pun intended, Rusev Day. This was my prediction to kick off the show. But, man, Nate, you said you got Rusev winning this. And we kind of already predicted this one, okay? So we kind of went over this one. Let me read Gundam's chat real quick. I think the bar pulls an upset because Braun doesn't need to be in the tag. He doesn't.
He really doesn't, man.
It's just hitting us now that, Braun doesn't need this win. He's going to be over either way. He doesn't need the tag titles. I do see the bar retaining. That would be a long reign for the bar, too, because they've held the titles for quite some. They've lost it, though, right? They kind of went back and forth with somebody.
Yeah.
But, they've had the titles for a while. Yeah, you know what? I feel like they could get a moment. But then again, WWE might be looking for that WrestleMania moment where Braun Strowman's holding up both the titles. And maybe not sharing it with his partner or something. Because he did all the work. I don't know. Okay, so the United States Championship match. My prediction is Jinder Mahal running out. We kind of went over this in the beginning of the show. Nate said Rusev Day taking the titles. Let me know what you guys think. I say Jinder Mahal. Damn, guys, it's something in my throat. I say Jinder Mahal gets a win, and he's kind of the heel because a lot of me wants to predict a lot of the faces are going to win, but you got to have some heels win something. Jinder Mahal seems like a heel for the United States Championship. They should have put the United States Championship on him in the first place instead of the world title or the WWE Championship, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It would have fit his role more, with the gimmick he was going with.
I can't wait to see what the stage is going to look like.
Have you seen any of the leaked photos?
No. How's it look?
It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's got the Joker hat. I thought they'd do a reveal, though, already by now.
Like they did last year
they
with
usually
the new
do
day.
that. Yeah, they usually do that.
They're
Maybe
like, no
tomorrow. Yeah, they leaked a bunch of that, actually. A lot of pyro has been leaked. They're testing it out. So it looks like pyro's confirmed.
Last year's stage was awesome.
Oh, yeah, last year that,
Had a
man, they spent so much money.
Long round.
Apparently that's why they don't have pyro, though, because they spent so damn much money on that stage.
That last year's stage looked really good.
Do you remember how many people were predicting that Shane McMahon was going to jump off the roller coaster?
I was like, hell no.
Would you imagine
He's not
that?
immortal.
Yeah.
It still hurts. He's still human. It hurts him too.
Okay, so the next match we got Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss, the reigning, defending Raw Women's Champion, versus Nia Jax, who has yet to have her moment with the title, but she has had many opportunities to get the title. Alexa Bliss has been holding this title for a very long time. She's actually the longest reigning Raw champion. Yeah. I mean, dude, she's been holding the title, the longest reigning champion of the new two titles, the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championship.
I think it's her time to drop it, to be honest with you. Nia's gonna...
I would imagine.
It's been too long. Nia...
I don't know. Something says Alexa finds a way. I know it's a boring ending, but imagine a disqualification ending. It's not something you normally would see at WrestleMania, but imagine Alexa, because the whole storyline with this has been Alexa Bliss is getting in the head of Nia Jax. She's talking about her weight, she's talking about her look, and Nia Jax, it gets to her head, she gets upset. I've seen a lot of feuds like this in the WWE, and it usually ends with the face the heel getting in the head of the face and costing them the title. But it could also just be a complete squash match. We've seen it happen at WrestleMania. Nia Jax could defeat Alexa Bliss in under 2 minutes, and that could be, it. But then I think we might see some backlash with the fans. WWE probably doesn't want to have a women's match that's only under 2 minutes.
I think it's gonna be Nia that's gonna win.
Okay, so since you're going Nia, I'm gonna go Bliss just to be the wild card, the unpredictable choice. I've been talking about heels winning, and I think they gotta have a heel.
Biased.
They're so biased because I'm such an Alexa Bliss fan. But
it's cool.
It's honestly my opinion, dude. Because and I don't want to be biased, but I just don't know. They would have gave Nia. It could be Nia's chance to win the title, but they've done it. They've kind of kept her away from that title. Maybe she gets a rematch and then wins it.
She gonna squash Mickey James?
Oh yeah, I would imagine Mickey James is gonna get squashed somehow before the match or something, so that she
She
gets
kind
out
of
of the
always
picture.
loses to Nia Jax.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Mickey James is just one of those vets that kind of puts over the older talent.
Yeah.
I mean, the younger talent, the older talent.
Damn.
Damn, she's putting over the Fabulous Moolah. All right. Um, yeah, Gundam in the chat says I got Nia winning, so he's on your side on that one.
Yeah, not,
And I know,
I only say that is because she's been holding it for so long. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I think
But
that's
she
what
did lose it last year. This was a SmackDown title, but
hmm
could be the same case for her.
But I guess like she's like, I think that's what they were setting it up for. Like, because I think originally didn't they want her and Asuka to feud?
Yeah, exactly. Originally, you know what? You got a good point there. Originally, Asuka was gonna take off the title from her, anyways.
So, but they thought like Nia probably like that's like a better feud since they were like friends.
Yeah.
Sure, they're
It
still
could be.
friends in real life, obviously.
It's definitely got WrestleMania has definitely got its interesting things about it this year, where a lot of the matches are very kind of unpredictable. Okay, we got the next match, the Intercontinental Championship match. We got Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. One thing I gotta ask you, Nate. You've been texting me about this. Does Finn Balor come out as the Demon, WrestleMania?
Yes, because it's WrestleMania, and one, it would be kind of lame if he just came out like, regular. You gotta have
Right.
some
So you
cool
think?
entrance, You can't just come
Yeah.
out like,
Okay. So you think it's kind of like a shocker, like, oh, they didn't expect the demon to be there,
yeah.
and he just
If he
kind of
doesn't
shows
come
up.
out as a demon, it's gonna be kind of a bummer because it's you don't really see him come out like that a lot, unless they just got rid of the
Right.
gimmick completely, which I don't think they did.
The only two things that kind of make me push away from the idea of him coming out as the demon is, one, Finn Balor may not win this match. He's favored to win though by the betting odds. But two, he usually, before his feuds, when he usually kind of hypes up the demon, they kind of build it up like,
True.
oh, he's
Yeah.
got to change to the demon. He has to work through, he lost the match, so now he has to come back as a demon and win it. Um, Now that I've had a lot of heels in my predictions put over, I gotta think that the Miz drops the title.
I have Seth Rollins winning, but I don't
You have
have
Seth winning, okay?
Finn getting pinned. I think the Miz will probably get curb stomped, and the Miz Taraj is gonna come in.
Okay, I
Then
see.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson
Yeah, you.
come like how they always come to the rest.
Oh, okay, I see. You're right. You got a
And then
good
like
point there.
maybe Finn Balor does that spot where he like does like a front flip on all of them.
Uh-huh.
I kind of see something like that.
I was thinking the opposite. I don't think he's coming out as the demon. He hasn't shown any hints of him. Yeah, that is one thing that it is a little. It could be a huge shock. It could be just like Seth Rollins, the Miz come out,
If
and
you
then
hear
you're
the
waiting on Finn
heartbeat,
Balor.
like the, and then that's when you know he's coming out. When it blinks
Right.
red.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that until you told me about that
It's like, oh
like a
damn
year
it, I
ago.
don't like the demon. It scares me.
All right. I mean, he's undefeated though as the demon. That's the thing. If he does come out as a demon and he loses, then. But yeah, okay, that's kind of a biased way to go. But I feel like if he does come out as the demon, I think he wins.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come out as the demon,
He's fucking losing. He all wins.
he's
Right. And then he comes out as the demon. Like he gets injured or something. Like they carry him out on the stretcher, and then he comes out in the demon.
Oh shit. Damn, talking about injuries, man. Seth was injured for a while. That MCL, Finn Balor was injured.
AJ
The
Styles
Miz,
had
fortunately, always, yeah, AJ Styles had that thing, but I think the Miz retains in some sort of heel. I kind of want to go that way, man. I really do, but since I've already predicted 2 heels to win, I don't know if I want to add a third heel in there.
We've had a lot of
but then
title
again,
changes too.
have we? Okay, well, yeah, you did say Nia would take the title. I said Alexa would retain. Then you said the Bar would lose. We both agreed that the Bar would probably lose the titles. I think. Man, I'm already forgetting my own predictions, guys, because I'm kind of going on the spot here.
Title changes.
Well, I mean, the main thing it's hard to do is kind of get out of your head like what you want to see happen and then what you think is gonna happen, because there's a lot of things I do want to see happen, but then you got to think WWE logic. What is Vince thinking in the back? What does Vince want?
What Vince wants, Vince gets.
Right.
Yeah,
Rusev Day.
right.
It ain't
Yeah,
over, damn it.
the demon. It scares me.
Rusev what?
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay, I gotta say, I haven't taken a pick yet. I've been stalling right here. I'm gonna go agree with you. Seth Rollins gets the title. He takes off with the Intercontinental Championship only because I've been predicting a lot of heels already to win. But I might be regretting that because I might see the Miz win and I'm gonna be like, damn it, I should have picked the Miz. But
I don't
Seth
see the
Rollins,
Miz winning.
you think so? Because you know the only thing about the Miz is he has been talking about on Raw, kind of talking about how if he's about to be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion there ever is. But if he's gonna pass that milestone, he has to win at WrestleMania because it's like a few weeks after Mania, I think.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if WWE's a big fan of breaking records, doing first ever matches, and they like to brag about their stats and everything.
He's won that title so much.
He has, yeah. He's definitely on the top of the list when it comes to the Intercontinental Championship. So that's why I'm kind of iffy about this. And Seth just won on Raw. He's not winning the. That's a good point. Seth did win on Raw. He won twice, I guess. He did win against.
Did he pin
Finn.
the Miz?
He didn't pin the Miz though, did he? Or did he? I don't remember. I'm confused with so many Raw. I think he pinned Finn Balor with the curb stomp this week. Yeah, he did, because the Miz. That's right. The Miz was on commentary.
I'm so
Miz
glad
raised
they
up the
brought
belt.
the curb. I got tired of him using the pedigree. It was just unoriginal.
Yeah, the weird thing is though, I don't think they call it the curb stomp anymore. I've been hearing like just the stomp. They call it just the stomp. I don't. Yeah, what is? They unbanned the move, but they can't call it the curb stomp anymore. Like I don't know why not, but I'm almost wanting to go against with Gundam in the chat. I'm gonna switch my hands. This is the only one I'm gonna switch my hands. I might as well do it while I can. Yeah, Samoa Joe cashes in his. Yeah, he cashes in some sort of Money in the Bank and gets involved.
Cashes in his injured clause.
Cashes in his Cassius Ono.
Right.
All right.
All you hear is, oh no.
He's entering the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Okay, I'm gonna go the Miz. I'm changing my answer to the Miz. You heard it here. Yeah, Gundam in the chat said he pinned Balor. That's right. He did give him that curb stomp, pin Balor.
The stomp. You can't say
the stomp. My bad. Yeah, you can't say the curb stomp. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Miz. I changed my answer. He has the stomp and the knee. They can't give him his finisher an actual name, right? That's true, right? He's got the stomp and the knee. He doesn't have a name for it. It's just he's gonna have the fist next, and it's just gonna be a fist to the head or something.
The
fist
head,
to the back of the head.
The
head, the stomp, and the knee.
Right. The elbow.
That's so true, man. WWE can't even. Is it Seth Rollins that's not being creative with his moves or what? Okay, the next match we'll go is Daniel Bryan's in-ring return, teaming up with Shane McMahon against Owens and Zayn, and this match has a stipulation to it. If Kevin and Sami win, they are rehired, and if they lose, they're gone from SmackDown Live forever.
I'm going with Shane and Daniel because it's Daniel's first match back, and then for him, I don't see him losing the match, like his first match back. Even if he doesn't get pinned, still kind of like, oh, okay. Like,
but Nate, is that because I know you are a huge Daniel Bryan fan. You're probably one of the biggest fans. So is that a biased answer, or is
no?
Okay.
No, because here's another thing. I think that what's it called? They're gonna do the shakeup, and they're gonna send Owens and Zayn back to Raw, what they originally were. I'm gonna send them to Raw. That's what I think. That's why. I guess I'm a little bit biased. I don't want to see Daniel Bryan lose.
Oh man, I've been picking a lot of heels now. I'm thinking about it, man. It's all coming to me because I was about to say Owens and Zayn, but this is one of those matches where I feel like Owens and Zayn. Could they win? You're right about the shakeup. It's right around the corner. It's actually right after Mania. I hear it might be the same as it was last year. It's not going to be the night after Mania.
Things need to shake up around here. Yeah.
We need to shake things up around here.
Damn it.
We both are thinking the same thing. Shoot. Do I go another heel? Because Owen and Zayn, you can have them be rehired, and then they can be on. You could have a heel turn. You could have Shane turn heel. I know we saw Bryan and McMahon on SmackDown Live this week. They hugged it out. But don't let WWE fool you. It could
Oh,
be a heel turn.
that could be, and then it set up a feud with them.
Yeah. You won't believe some of the stuff I've heard, dude, on some of these articles. Some people actually think Daniel Bryan would turn heel. Could you imagine Daniel Bryan? That would be the worst
In the
decision, I
place
think.
that he,
Yeah, in the place he won, and how he's so over with the crowd.
the place he won where he main evented WrestleMania. I don't think so. I hope not.
They've made it.
I mean, I still like the guy, but like, it's just not a.
Gundam in the chat
It's
says they've made it sure to be specific, saying they won't be on SmackDown again, kind of showing they'll be allowed on Raw. That is true. That is true.
so yeah, I don't see them winning the Zayn and Owens.
They would be going back to Raw like right after they just went to SmackDown though last year.
But the only difference is they'll probably be on a team, like so
Right, they'll be in a tag team.
they'll be like beating people up there.
That is true.
Remember when they beat up Ty Dillinger?
They would need a replacement. Maybe it is Sheamus and Cesaro that switch with them.
True.
Sheamus and Cesaro to SmackDown, and then Zayn and Owen go over there.
They dropped the
That
title.
could make sense.
LeBron.
Yeah, they could drop the title to Braun.
I see a bunch
and
of
they go to
like
SmackDown.
different people going like AJ Styles to Raw, Baron Corbin to Raw, Seth Rollins or Finn Balor to SmackDown.
Let's just get all the good stars at SmackDown Live and take them to Raw.
For the same day.
Yeah, even the writers, damn it.
I know, that was so horrible.
It's time to shake things up, bro.
I thought Raw was
can never
decent
do
as
Vince
it
on the
was. I mean, it wasn't great, but like, you only made it better. It made SmackDown shittier. The only good thing they got at like right now is Daniel Bryan.
That's a good point. But man, Daniel Bryan doesn't exactly need a win. I know he just came back. It won't slow down his momentum, man. You can't slow down his momentum. He's been gone for 3 years.
But I don't think he should get pinned. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. If he loses, it's got to be Shane that gets pinned. Shane always loses on WrestleMania, anyways.
I've never
His
seen
thing
him
is
really win any match. Like,
yeah, he hasn't won any match, right? Ever since he came back.
has he won a match
so
before?
He's not really
like, prior to
to returning. Or what?
back in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I can't remember the last time I've seen Shane. Yeah, he has, but
I forgot
not really
who,
that
like,
much.
Cause I've always seen
Yeah.
like I saw one. I remember with him and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up
where
Kurt.
he
Yeah,
threw him on his head. That looked like
yeah.
the thump.
He threw him a couple of times at that glass and it didn't break.
Yeah, he landed directly on his head. I was like, wow. He had a concussion
Yeah, that was brutal.
on the concrete.
Yeah, Shane's wild. He doesn't need the win, but there's no way he loses coming back
For,
from so
for
long.
his age, he's like great. He's in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Okay, Gundam agrees with you in the chat. It says Daniel Bryan has to win. There's no way he loses coming back in his first match.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go with you guys in this because they're faces, and I've been saying a lot of heels are going to win. So I do imagine WrestleMania moment, Daniel Bryan and Shane destroy Owens and Zayn.
Has there ever been a WrestleMania where like it ends with the heel winning? Like people want to go. I think they usually don't do that because they want people to go home happy.
Well, Randy Orton beat Cena and Triple H that one year when he retained. That was the main event.
Was it?
Yeah, a couple of years that triple threat. Oh no, you're right. No, Edge and Undertaker were the main event.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
I
Okay.
remember,
Undertaker.
I don't remember that one being the main event.
Yeah,
I thought it
Undertaker won a
was.
lot. Triple H beat Orton. Was that a main event of one?
Yeah, but I think Orton was the heel though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Triple H beat Orton. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Undertaker main event a lot, so Undertaker was a face at a lot of them winning.
That was actually a really interesting match because he wanted to end. He was like obsessed with ending the streak. Edge, and it like it had the Edge heads come out. That was funny.
Was that Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder at the time? Maybe it was, right? Yeah, it's crazy how long.
That was a good WrestleMania, I think.
WrestleMania 24.
Am
I right? No, am I wrong?
Was it in the same arena as last year, Orlando?
It was, right? It was. Okay.
Citrus
yeah,
Bowl.
I got all these things mixed up. As they get fired, everyone is just gonna chant yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that'd be a WrestleMania moment right there. Even just Daniel Bryan's entrance, dude's gonna be insane with his yes movement.
I'm glad they saved it for WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure they always knew they were gonna clear him. They just wanted to save it.
That would make sense. I mean,
according
to Daniel Bryan, he found out just like right before, like a couple of days before he found out. or he was getting like apparently like he was kind of being told that it's looking like he's gonna get accepted, he's gonna be cleared to wrestle again, and then he got word, and they kind of broke out the news and stuff.
Damn, Jake, we kind of lucked out not going to the WrestleMania this year.
We kind of did, but I mean, we gotta be honest. I didn't think it was gonna be that great, dude. We knew Roman and Brock were exactly like, gonna be the main event.
Stone thing in the room.
Yeah.
I was that one
maybe,
guy. How
maybe
the hell
next year.
already have a main event like set up when you haven't even gone through WrestleMania 33 yet? That's what I was saying, man. Like, what the hell?
Oh crap! What did I do with? I forgot what I did with your image. I was gonna try to put you up on the screen, but I don't know where I put it. Sorry, I'll probably maybe that's what was messing up the thing whenever I had your video on the screen.
Well, who cares?
Who cares? All right. Man, I missed the Hall of Fame speech. Did any of you guys in the chat watch the Hall of Fame? I missed. Well, I did see part of it, but I didn't see Goldberg and Mark Henry. And then I missed the Warrior Award, but I did kind of see Jeff Jarrett, and then I was like, oh crap, the show's about to start. I gotta get everything set up. But it was a long thing, dude. Hillbilly Jim was there for a while, just going on about opportunities.
I forgot about the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yeah. Well, you were at work, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the predictions. I don't want to get too off topic. Did we predict who you said, Brian? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with you guys there. I know I've been tagging along on the past 2 matches, but I have to because it's a face. The faces are gonna win. Brian and Shane.
It'd be a damn shame if they made them lose.
Yeah, dude. I gotta tell you though, I'm always wrong on my predictions. It's crazy. So, if I have the wrong predictions, I for some reason I'm kind of bad at predicting. Sometimes it's obvious which ones you can go with, and I'll get some right. But a lot of times it's like, damn it, I don't know why I picked the wrong one. All right, the next match, Smack Team Tag Team Title match. The Usos will finally get their WrestleMania kind of moment. The WrestleMania match on the main card.
I know they
against
didn't
the New Day.
The titles last year. That was a bummer.
Yeah, that was terrible, dude. And it's been like that for the past few years. But I'm glad they came out and cut promos about that, and they kind of made it clear to the audience that they've been put on the pre-show for the past few years, and they've been not even on WrestleMania sometimes. So it added awesomeness to the story. The Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Who do you got winning this?
The Bludgeon Brothers.
Do you think the Bludgeon Brothers? I'd imagine you would go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Because
the betting odds.
They've been like building them up. And rightfully
they haven't
so,
lost.
man. Those guys, like, as a tag team, are pretty good. Like they especially Luke Harper.
What is Eric Rowan's favorite move, dude? We used to make fun of it all the time. The body slam.
He does that spin kick.
The spin kick, the body slam, and that's like his moveset right there.
I remember laughing so hard when like the Wyatt family attacked Brock Lesnar. He does the spin kick on Brock.
Did he sell that?
Yeah.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
And then he gave him the Sister Havoc.
Gundam in the chat says the Usos retain, and this match is gonna be crazy. I just know it. Yeah, dude, it could be, dude. Honestly,
it is.
With just
and
the
I
Usos.
Think this match is gonna. Well, either this one or the United States title match is gonna start it off.
I think it starts off. I put this high up on the card in my mind because I know one thing I've learned over the years with WWE and WrestleMania is they do like a really good match where the crowd's gonna get loud, like Daniel Bryan, for example. The crowd's gonna be yesing for that. Then they like to get the crowd to calm down a bit, and then they give them a match like this. Nothing against the Usos or anything. You know, this is gonna be an exciting match, and don't miss it. But they kind of put like a match like this, and then they try to put up one of their higher storyline matches that they've been aiming towards to sort of like give it that wave of feeling at WrestleMania, where it's like, for example, there was one year where they had The Undertaker lose his streak to Brock Lesnar, and then we saw the women's battle royale follow up after because and that's why, because they knew the crowd was just going to be so shocked at this that they were like, well, we got to put something where the crowd's not really going to care so much, so they put the women's. It wasn't a women's battle royale. It was AJ Lee defending her title against like 20 women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was 4 years ago, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
Remember it was before we had the network.
Yeah, that was actually WrestleMania 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was WrestleMania 30.
One of the best WrestleManias I ever seen.
Yeah. I gotta say, Gundam in the chat says Usos retain. Nate says the Bludgeon Brothers. I think New Day's kind of. I don't know if they're gonna win.
You're gonna go
I think
with your boys.
Wait, who's the boys? The New Day? Or what?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But
I feel like the New Day's. I don't think the New Day has a chance. I think they've already had their opportunities with the titles. I would like to, in my opinion, what I would like to see is the Usos retain.
Then the authors
But
of pain come out.
wait, that's a good point. You know what? That is a really good point. We have to think the night after SmackDown to predict.
Or they
the
could
night
come
after
out
SmackDown,
like
the night after
confront the
Mania.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah. So if the Bludgeon Brothers win, okay, I got
Eric Rowan does his famous spin kick.
exactly. Sanity debuts on SmackDown Live not the night after Mania, 2 nights after Mania. The Bludgeon Brothers will win this match. They'll hold the titles. You can have Sanity come out and have a stare down with the Bludgeon Brothers maybe, and then maybe the New Day and the Usos do something again. I don't know, something.
Amazing.
But I'm gonna go Bludgeon Brothers because they've been hyping them up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I will agree with you on that and say the Bludgeon Brothers get this win right
Why
here.
can't they call them the Wyatt Brothers, man? Why they gotta change their
The Wyatt Brothers. All right. The most exciting match, in my opinion, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The dream match. We've seen it in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I have been bragging about it all month long,
They
probably
got
longer.
That footage from them.
I hope they do, dude. I honestly hope they work out a deal with New Japan and they can get some footage to put in the promo package in the beginning.
This is every Mark's dream match right here.
Hell yeah, it is. And I've been bragging about it so long, the people that watch the video might be tired of it. But I'm going to continue to go on. As we are approaching WrestleMania, man, this match is going to steal the show, in my opinion. AJ, as long as they give him enough time. That's my thing. Like Nate said in the beginning.
Will. They have to.
I hope there's not somebody that interferes. Don't have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn screw over SmackDown Live by interrupting this match or anything. Just have Shinsuke and AJ do their thing. Give them some time in the ring. Awesome match. I hope AJ's healthy and he doesn't hurt himself in any way.
I think he is.
He seems like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, who do you got? Who do you got going into this? This is a very 50-50 one. You got Shinsuke taking the title, okay? So you say, why do you say Shinsuke?
Because I feel like it's gonna like be one of those things where like it's gonna be back and forth. They're kicking out of their finishers and stuff, and then like Nakamura, it's like I don't know. It seems like that's where they're going with it. But I could be wrong. It could be AJ Styles, but I feel like it's gonna be Nakamura that's gonna take the title, like, because I think that's what they're building it up to.
And then you think AJ goes to Raw?
Yeah. Well, I think he'll get his rematch.
Good point. Yeah.
Maybe no, I don't think he would win it. He'll lose on his rematch and go to Raw. Yeah.
His rematch on SmackDown Live the night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I've been waiting for him
in the chat.
Samoa Joe to cross paths.
That is a good point. That is a good point. He goes to Raw. It's possible, unless Samoa Joe goes to SmackDown and AJ stays. It is
away from each other now.
All right.
That's another WrestleMania match.
I honestly think Samoa Joe belongs on SmackDown, in my opinion, because he would be booked on there better and be away from Roman Reigns, where he's just gonna sell
Superman.
Yeah. Gundam in the chat said AJ Styles is going to retain it, and I think this was the hardest one to pick for me. There are valid reasons for both of them to win. Exactly. There are lots of reasons for both of them to win. There's some reasons for me, personally, where I'm thinking I'm not sure how Vince is feeling about Shinsuke's promos, his language barrier.
Gotten better.
It has, dude. It really has gotten a lot better. I saw him do this thing with Xavier Woods and Asuka, and he was being the translator between them. He was talking to AJ, or not AJ. He was talking to Xavier Woods, translating Japanese language to English. So yeah, he's getting a lot better at it. Yeah. Gundam in the chat. I'm also looking at it where AJ lost to Shinsuke. Exactly. Okay, so that was another thing I was gonna bring. I wouldn't read the rest of his comment. He lost him at Wrestle Kingdom for the IC belt, so it's going to be some sort of redemption for AJ. That's the exact same thing I've been thinking for a while. Shinsuke wins on his territory of Japan. Does AJ Styles win on the territory of United States?
Either way, I'm gonna be content because this is gonna be a really good match.
Hell yeah, you do. I mean, like, it's one of those things. It doesn't matter who wins that much. Either one. That is one of the things though, is that AJ can take a loss and of course he's still gonna be fine. Shinsuke, if he takes a loss, he's gonna be over with a lot of the Mark fans, but with a lot of the casual fans, I think they're gonna start going against him almost. I think
I feel
because of
like
his language barrier and whatnot.
this is way better for him because when he was in a feud with Jinder Mahal, it was just horrible,
Right.
just horrible.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had no chemistry together.
So it would be good for Shinsuke.
Yeah, I think I'm glad they kind of kept them away from each other. It would have sucked if they like put him in a match like on SmackDown or something and gave it to us
And
for free.
in all honesty, dude, the booking for this match has, in my opinion, been not terrible, but it hasn't been good. It's a bit. There's no need for it. It doesn't. You don't need to really tell too much of a story. Their story is that they've had a history in the past, and these two are great in-ring performers.
And they fought for this. Like I think I heard, remember, especially AJ.
I believe it, man.
I heard they fought like to keep this like to not have it just like on SmackDown or something. Like I heard they fought to have this like this deserved to be like a WrestleMania match.
Right. And I think AJ has a good relationship with Vince, especially after what was that one time where he came to Raw to fill in for somebody to go against Finn Balor, and they had that dream match on Raw or something, or it was a pay-per-view actually.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
I forgot what it was. Yeah, and that was a great match.
And they
It just goes to show,
right?
dude. They never did. Yeah, I mean they never crossed paths because Finn Balor was the original leader of the Bullet Club at the time, and then AJ took over as the leader, and then went to, of course, Kenny Omega, and now Cody Rhodes, or Cody. My bad.
We'll eventually get Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor, or Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles, or a triple threat WrestleMania quality match right there.
Good point. Man, I gotta go Nakamura. I want to go kind of AJ, but I say Nakamura.
Yeah, I'm going
It's a
with
face
Nakamura.
versus face. You can't go wrong with the faces. That's not like there's no heel to pick in this match for me.
It's gonna be a badass match, especially their
It really is,
moveset.
dude. Yeah.
I can see
AJ
like
can go with anybody.
him trying to like do, you know how like he fake like the guy will duck a Nakamura's kick and he comes back and does like comes back with the other leg and hits you.
Right.
And then I could see something like that, or like something with a Pele kick.
All right, let's you know what? One of the graphics I don't have on here, and I would have missed out on completely, and I would have been ashamed after the show. But let's talk about it now. The Undertaker. Will The Undertaker be at WrestleMania 34? I don't even know if that's a question.
He has to be.
I think we all know he's going to be there. But is he going to have a match with John Cena?
It'd be a shame if it wasn't a match, in my opinion, because it's like...
I agree, Gundam.
Yeah. Whoever wins, I'll be happy. Oh, okay, I was reading his message.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I think it should be a match, because like for what they're hyping it up to be,
Right.
Just
a
confrontation. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. I've heard a lot of articles writing on this saying that it looks like Undertaker and Cena are just gonna have a face to face. And then I talked about it a couple of days ago how they say Jericho was talking on his podcast, and then it's just not just Jericho. A bunch of people have been talking about like, don't be stupid. They haven't been building up this for 4 weeks for nothing. Cena versus Undertaker is gonna happen. It's just like, it's one of those odd things. This is a first time ever for WWE where they didn't advertise it so much. I mean, they're advertising it as, will the Undertaker accept John Cena's challenge at WrestleMania? But in my opinion, I thought they were gonna advertise it so they can get more buys for the WrestleMania. But I guess
they have enough in their market.
Right. I guess in their idea, that's like, okay, people are gonna watch WrestleMania already, so let's just create a WrestleMania moment where Undertaker isn't known that he's gonna show up. Next thing you know,
and John Cena wasn't in WrestleMania 32, and I think that wasn't the greatest WrestleMania, but it did pretty good. Like, it was a John Cena-less WrestleMania.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say we both agree Undertaker and Cena is gonna happen. Do you think when it becomes a match, or do you have any certain prediction of like how this is actually gonna go about? Because I kind of had a prediction the other day.
I feel like they're gonna make it seem like he's not gonna come out. That Cena like tries to walk away, and then you hear the bell to him, and then maybe the Druids come out and. Remember that? Or something. The guys with the
Yeah.
they come out with
Do
the
you think
torches.
they bring him out of his casket or something?
Yeah, that'd be
You so,
best as entrance.
so you think Undertaker, you think Cena goes in the ring and cuts a promo like he's been doing on Raw?
Yeah, like say like he's waiting and then like no one comes out, and that's when he grabs a
Mm-hmm.
microphone and it's like, where the hell are you?
Because I know Cena's been like talking about being a fan in the crowd and stuff. So I could almost see them showing him in the crowd in the front row every once in a while, cutting to him every couple of matches, or he just goes in there for like a match or two and he's just sitting in the crowd.
Like
Um,
takeover. He's gonna be
yeah,
at takeover.
he's gonna. And then who do you think's gonna come out? Undertaker. I mean, I don't even know how this is a question, but do you think it's the Dead Man? Is it American Badass,
It has to be
or
the
is it just
dead
Mark
man.
Calloway? Okay, the Dead Man.
Mark Cal.
Yeah, I
He
thought it was
comes
gonna
out
be
with
Mark
his white
Calloway.
hair.
He comes out with, right? He's gonna be sitting in the crowd with Michelle McCool.
Right. He's gonna be at
He's sitting next
takeover.
to John Cena. uh, I gotta, I don't. Okay, so who do you think is gonna win this when it does happen? Because we're
Taker.
both agreeing that it's gonna happen. Okay, Taker. You think why do you think Taker wins though? Because I mean
Because
he
it's kind
has
of a
lost.
shame.
Okay.
Like he lost at WrestleMania last year, and for him to come
Okay.
back and then lose with like when you hadn't seen him in a year, it's just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I hear you there. Yeah. A part of me does want to go that route, but at the same time, Cena, I can imagine it's kind of weird though. Cena's already had such a long career that it's almost like he's not even passing the torch to him really. So, I mean, Cena could take a loss here.
I think it would like kind of like redeem things like for Undertaker that because last year it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
people weren't very satisfied with the outcome of with everyone thought was going to be his last match. Like no one wants
Right,
to remember Undertaker like his last match
like that.
being with like Roman Reigns. Like I know Roman Reigns doing okay with the fans right now, but like a lot of people were not happy last year. I remember how
Yeah,
loud that crowd was.
and not just that, but his performance was kind of lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
His age was showing there. I'm still not sold that there's a match. Maybe a confrontation, but I don't know about a match. It
If it's
is
a
kind of up in
confrontation,
the air.
then I feel like that's what it should be. That way, it's like it doesn't hurt nobody, no one, because it kind of like you really think about it. Like whoever loses this match, it kind of affects them in some capacity. Like,
Yeah. You think? Would you imagine they do a Cena Rock thing where they have the confrontation at WrestleMania 34 and it's booked for WrestleMania 35, the long year wait of the rivalry, where the two part timers come together at WrestleMania 35 to main event.
I hope it's not the main event.
Yeah, well, that's another. I mean, Roman Reigns is probably gonna. I don't know,
That's gonna
but
be the main
uh,
event. That's then
you would think for a while.
that's not changing because they've had it set in stone for a year.
Yeah, man. I gotta say, there's gonna be a match though, man. I have to think that
Yeah,
WWE makes a match between this, and I say,
he's all get
hmm,
your ass in the ring.
Cena's lost a lot of matches recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but you know what? I agree. Undertaker wins. It's one of those things where he's been talking about Undertaker, and he's gotten in Cena's head so
It just
much
kind
that
of
he's
sucks because like that's kind of what happened with Bray Wyatt. Like that one
right where he
time.
cut the promos.
And then he showed up at WrestleMania just to lose to the Undertaker.
Hmm. We don't need the Undertaker getting any older before he wrestles, man. Exactly. We don't need to wait another year for Undertaker to come out, or
So
else,
I'm not dead yet.
yeah, he's gonna come out in a wheelchair and like
Right.
just all old, no hair anymore. Just terrible, man.
Gonna do that face he gave CM Punk.
I'm not done yet.
Right. Imagine him like taking a body slam from Braun Strowman.
Oh crap! Braun Strowman versus Undertaker, dude.
I thought
He
that was
doesn't do well with big people.
yeah. I thought that
Like
was
AJ Styles, he would do well with though.
I thought that was supposed to be a match last year for WrestleMania.
Oh damn. Wait, oh, it was Roman, right? Yeah, that's right. It was Roman. Okay. So yeah, I guess we got our thoughts there, but that has been one of the most talked about things all WrestleMania week, dude. Everywhere I look, it's Undertaker. Is it going to be a match? And it's one of those things where WWE's got the fans, man. They got us all interested in what's gonna happen.
That's probably why they
Um,
haven't announced it. They want people to be surprised with what they have in store.
exactly, yeah. You know, this all started with a lot of the WWE fans kind of being smarks about it, saying, "Oh, we know it's gonna happen. John Cena's gonna come out the night after Elimination Chamber. He's gonna cry about how he doesn't have an opponent. The Undertaker's bell is gonna ring, and there's their WrestleMania.
That
They're
didn't
gonna look
even
up at the
happen.
sign, and that's it." Exactly. And WWE maybe was gonna go that route. I don't know, but they changed plans, or
He's
I don't
like,
know what happened.
I don't
But,
want to go right now.
all right. But it looks like they've got everyone, man. They fooled everyone, and all the predictions are up in the air of what could possibly happen.
Fool me once.
There's probably nobody that knows about what's gonna happen but Vince himself and Undertaker and Cena, maybe.
But Granddaddy Vince.
Right? Okay. So I'm just gonna say I'm agree with you. Undertaker Cena. I think it happens. I think Undertaker wins. Do you think if this is a match, even if it's not a match, is this the last time we ever see the Undertaker in a WWE ring? Not for like in just a WWE, but as a performer. Think he goes into the Hall of Fame next year or something?
I
What are
think
your thoughts on
so. Him and Dwayne.
You think? Oh wow, that'd be a huge lineup right there.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have one person like the main part. Like they had Goldberg this year, like a pretty big star.
Was he the main event of the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I missed out. So it was either him or Mark Henry.
Who inducted
Those were the two I
Goldberg?
missed out on him. Crap. I don't even know, dude. I think was it Paul Heyman? It was Paul Heyman, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Paul Heyman.
I was gonna
I
say
missed it.
Triple H.
I need to catch it back. I'll
Vince
watch that a little
McMahon's
bit
gonna be
later.
in the Hall of Fame.
Vince McMahon in the Hall of Fame. He's gonna induct himself.
I like to induct myself. Nah, it'd probably be like Stephanie and Shane that would induct him.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if Vince will ever go in until he's like passed away, sadly.
Yeah.
But I mean, he probably doesn't want to go in.
No, it'd
until
be
that.
Steve Austin who inducts him and then gives him the stunner
Oh, okay.
on the stage. Right?
All right, Charlotte versus Asuka, the undefeated streak versus the most pushed female of,
Good question for
I
you,
guess,
Jake.
the century.
Are you ready for Asuka?
Are you ready? Are you
No
ready
one's ready for
for
Asuka.
Asuka?
No, Asuka's winning.
You think Asuka wins? Her streak continues. She
Yeah.
goes on.
This could be a good match. I know that.
One of the things I will say is, okay, so I'm pretty sure I talked about this yesterday, but I think it's just rumors, or it's just kind of one of those things. You know how WWE, like when they come to your local town, they'll put up a thing where it says these are the matches you're gonna see at your show or live event or whatever the show coming to your town.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of did this with the females. They had an advertisement for New Orleans Raw where it showed Charlotte Flair versus Carmella, and they had an advertisement for Raw. I might have said that backwards. For Raw, they had an advertisement of Asuka versus Nia Jax, and then they had on SmackDown Charlotte versus
Or
Carmella.
what
So
if
some people were coming out,
Carmella like comes?
cashes in.
Yeah, but like in the middle of the match, like that way it doesn't
This is Seth
affect
Rollins.
Asuka. Like, but like Charlotte's the one that gets pinned.
You know what? That is a really good. Why didn't I think? How did I not think about this whole time, dude? That's a good
She
point
still
right
has
there.
a briefcase. I know she tried to cash in.
Wait, but you know what? That would ruin her streak, though, wouldn't it?
No, well,
Aren't
I guess like in regards of getting pinned, I don't think she's ever been pinned. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like they're not even gonna have Asuka lose in any sort of form, because I remember in the mixed match challenge they were kind of talking about that too. They were like, Asuka, if she loses, so one of the commentators, like Corey Graves, asked Michael Cole, so if Asuka loses, does this mean her undefeated streak is over? And Michael Cole was like, yeah, it's done if she loses. So I don't even know if that. At first I thought that was a genius idea, but now it's starting to hit me like, maybe they would consider that still a loss, you know?
because when it happened with Lesnar, like he wasn't pinned. Lesnar hasn't been pinned in a long time.
Gundam in the chat says I was leaning towards Charlotte at first because I feel like she has a chance to beat the streak, but thinking over, I think Asuka. Thinking it over, I think Asuka.
I think
Yeah.
it's Asuka because they had her like come in and she became the sole survivor for the Raw Women's roster, the first woman to win the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble.
Right.
And
That's a good point.
just to end her streak like that, it's just kind of like, kind of like a.
What do you think about the rumors, dude, about Asuka versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35? already that
They
long
have
term
to keep
booking.
her undefeated though, like Oscar.
You think they would go that route maybe?
Because if she loses, what's the point of like, what's like? I mean, I know it'll be an interesting match, but like, I feel like it would kind of lose. It would have less value than like if they were to end Oscar's streak.
Right. Good point.
It would kind of have like less
Um,
value, like to what, like
to her streak, yeah,
yeah.
it wouldn't be like that. Would be like the highlight of the advertisement. You know, Oscar's undefeated streak versus Ronda Rousey, who might be undefeated at the time too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Was it?
this is her first Mania. I don't know if she deserves a loss to lose the streak and all the grands. That's a good point, dude. That is a really
She's
good point
gonna
that it
win.
is her first Mania. Yeah, I don't. I think we're thinking too deep into it whenever we think Charlotte's a viable
She's
person.
gonna dethrone Charlotte. I'm curious because I know it's gonna be a pretty good match.
Yeah, dude, the card's stacked, man. From Takeover to WrestleMania, every match has a great
I wonder if Triple H is gonna take pictures
potential.
with like all his NXT kids. He's gonna,
Just gather them all backstage and take a
him
picture
and
with him pointing at all
with
of
Shinsuke and Asuka. And they hold their belts.
Did we? Oh, okay, we did predict the Ronda Rousey, did we?
I don't think we did.
We didn't, right? I was just about to put the graphic up because I swear I thought we did it, but then I was like, no, wait, I don't think we
No,
did.
I don't. No, we never did.
Okay, so let
We
me see
got
if I
that
can
one
find
at
that.
the Roman match.
Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can find the graphic real quick. While I'm finding it, who do you think, or what do you think is gonna happen with that? I mean, is there any question?
It's gonna be Ronda and Kurt. Like, this is Ronda's first match, and
Yeah.
Triple H is known for like putting people over. Surprisingly,
he really is. They put up something on
maybe
Instagram,
not
I
back
think,
then. He was like,
where
he had the golden
the
show.
most losses, right? Oh yeah. Back then he had the golden shovel, but he does have the most losses, I think, in WrestleMania history. So
He
it
does,
might be another loss in his career.
Seth Rollins. That was a good match, by the way. Side note.
I think, yeah, you know, I was thinking way too much into this the other day. I was thinking, okay, what if Ronda did lose? There's no way Ronda's gonna lose. What the hell am I thinking?
I think
Ronda
they're gonna do
Rousey's
a thing where they
going to
like have
win.
a double submission, like they make them both tap out.
I had an image of that too before.
Okay.
Another image I have possibly. What if Ronda Rousey injures Stephanie McMahon to make her really be put over? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Really puts, and then Stephanie McMahon can be wearing a sling or something.
What'd you think when she put her through the table? When she put Ronda through the table.
It looked pretty funny, dude. Ronda sold it kind of.
I laughed more
a
when
little
Triple H hit Kurt Angle with the microphone.
Oh, he sold the hit to the
I
head.
was done, dude. I was like,
Dude, Kurt sometimes makes me laugh, dude, because he's like,
Michael Cole's
he sometimes seems a little slow.
He falls out of the ring.
Kurt always has to get hit by Triple H.
That horrible
Always gotta
punch,
get
too, right?
Yeah, he sold it by jumping outside and everything.
Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, Kurt. I like Kurt.
She's gonna make you tap out. All right. Yeah, I think we possibly do get a double submission WrestleMania moment. Ronda's first WrestleMania. There's no way she loses.
Gets Triple H in
This
the
being her
ankle
first match,
moment.
she absolutely has to win.
She gets Stephanie in some other submission.
It has to be an arm bar or something. She's been talking about ripping her arm off or something. I imagine some sort of arm bar. Like I said, she could possibly injure Stephanie to write her off television again. I know she kind of got written off last WrestleMania.
They usually tend to
Maybe
like
it's her
be
new
off
gimmick.
television after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Like, take
so
like a
I
month
could imagine
or
that.
two vacation.
It's kind of funny how they brought back the Authority type of gimmick, right? Just for this,
Mhm.
kind of make Ronda Rousey seem like the Daniel Bryan spot, kind of like
Yeah.
WrestleMania 30, with the Authorities against her. But nonetheless, it's got to be Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, that's like that was on the betting odds, right?
Yep.
She all loses.
All right, guys, the match we've known for over a year. The big dog, Roman Reigns. Okay, my graphic messed up. My apologies. I was gonna get into
WrestleMania
it.
31 all over again. Except
WrestleMania 31 all over again.
we know that
Brock
no one's
Lesnar
cashing in on
versus
this one.
Roman. Right? Who? Carmelo's gonna cash in. That's what
All
he's
here's
talking
F baby.
about. FABU. Damn.
She hits back of the briefcase.
some of the weirdest songs. Speaking, we gotta do a video one day talking about the weirdest entrances, like Bremo.
Oh my god, that's
uh,
much faster there.
all right, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. No more stalling. The main event of WrestleMania, in my prediction. Whoa, Gundam with the. I don't know if he's joking or what. Brock Lesnar wins? Are you Gundam?
Man.
He might be joking. I think he's joking. I don't know, but maybe he's thinking on a limb right here.
This match is gonna have like they're gonna save all the pyro. They're not gonna have no pyro for the whole show. They're gonna save it for this.
Oh yeah, what are you talking about? There is no pyro for anyone, Nathan. This is all Roman's pyro.
Right.
All the pyro we saw leaked. The streets in New Orleans are gonna explode. Yeah, dude. Yeah, all around the building.
I think it's not an open stadium.
Yeah. Just kidding. If the rumors are true, he's leaving. Man, Roman's walking out with the belt. Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of
you
bored.
have to imagine.
To be honest with you, I've been kind of bored with his. Like back then, they were kind of interesting because you like, okay, he's in a match with someone he's never been in with, like a match with. Back then, when he had a match with Roman, it was kind of cool because like these guys never fought. But like, I guess since I've seen it already, it's kind of like.
I see what you're saying.
And like he doesn't really.
It's also his moveset.
Either. He just kind of like suplex F5, and that's it. It's like, or like he'll occasionally do like a knee or something to the side. But I just.
In all honesty, the Suplex City bitch he said at WrestleMania 31, I think it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It was one of them. Yeah. Okay, so when that moment happened, I think that kind of made it worse too, because the moment that got over. He just, went on for suplexes and suplexes. Yeah, I know.
They just kind of like overdid it a little bit. That's what kind of made it like.
You're right. They did.
Saved us all.
It's known that Brock is pretty lazy, and it is important that we bring up that. Remember when Brock Lesnar and Goldberg left back in, I lose track, WrestleMania 20, I think. Lesnar and Goldberg didn't give a shit about the match. They really didn't try.
And I feel like somebody it's gonna be like one of those matches.
You think so? You think Brock just oversells the crap out of Roman Reigns' Superman punches just to like mock the business? I don't know, but I just feel like he's not gonna try. We see Brock; he doesn't even try on a normal occasion. So, I don't know. Unless Brock does resign, if there's like. The night before Mania or the night of Mania, Brock signs a contract.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he does, dude. Dana White even came out saying it's pretty confirmed that Brock Lesnar looks like he's going to UFC. He just doesn't know when, but it looks like it's going to happen eventually.
He can't really make up his mind if he wants. Because I remember he bet a few years ago he's like, oh, right. I'm retired from the UFC.
Yeah. Oh, that was an interesting Brock Lesnar impersonation right there.
And then then he like gets one more fight, and I was like, okay, he obviously wants to go back to UFC. And it's like I feel like I've just been bored with his matches lately. Like I used to like look forward like with him and Braun Strowman. That was a very good match.
So you're telling me you're not interested in the 20 suplexes we're gonna get?
I'm not interested. No, I'm not really interested in this match.
No, I agree.
I might just be like. Just like roast the whole match. Like, I'll still watch it. Like I don't know. Like it's just we got no one cashing in on this one. And
in the good words of Jim Ross, I hope this is just a slobber knocker, and I hope it's a beatdown that we see. I hope we see blood, and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar just beat the crap out of each other.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen, but like. I don't know.
It would be a shame because the rest of the card looks promising, but if Lesnar doesn't deliver, the fans could be let down at the end. That would be a bad ending.
They're basically the way they've been hyping it up. It's like this is gonna be a good match. It's like Lesnar, he doesn't really try anymore. Like. Because I know they're going to kick out of each other's finishers. Roman Reigns is going to kick out of the F5 like 10 times.
They have to. And it's funny how much they've been building it up over the year, where he F5 Samoa Joe, he F5 Braun Strowman one time, and they were done.
They all lose.
They all lost to Roman too with one spear. So it's going to be the build up of finishers.
They're going to kick out of each other's. I don't know. I'm just
Uh,
this is kind of like one of the matches I'm not really looking forward to be honest with you.
I do feel you there. I hope it's kind of like their Mania 31 match.
Maybe they prove me
But
wrong, but I don't know.
right,
If they
I just can't get over the fact that it's Lesnar's last night, possibly,
back then
and he's
it
gonna be
was like,
pissed off.
damn, I don't want that to happen. But now it's just like, do what you gotta do, man.
Right, we're getting Shinsuke and AJ. Do what you gotta do.
I know. That's like the match. It's not gonna be all that. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some ahs and oohs, but like I don't know.
All
Hopefully
right,
they
so I
prove
got a
me wrong.
question. I got a question, Nate.
What's up?
Who do you think? What match do you think is gonna have the most false finishes? Like 1-2 kick out, 1-2 kick out.
This
Is
match?
it gonna be Roman? You think it's gonna be this match?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Cena and Undertaker if that happens.
Uh, yeah, probably, but majority of it's gonna be in this match.
So you think like spear kick out, F5 kick out, another
Or
F5
like
kick out.
F5, 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 kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out.
Maybe a
Maybe like
suplex
one
every
or two
once in a while.
spears and then he's done.
I could see I could agree with you right there. But
It's
of
kind of like,
course,
it's just one of those things where it's just like repetitive. Like, I just kind of wish Roman would main event with someone who was like also a full timer like him.
yeah, I mean that's a good point. I hope come WrestleMania 35 we do get
If he's in the main.
a
Someone said that
yeah
it's
yeah.
supposed to be him, Dean, and Seth, but like, I don't know.
Wait, this year somebody was
No,
thinking that
next
about?
year.
Oh, next year. Okay. I mean that's a possibility.
But I don't know.
Dean's ready to come back soon.
Maybe Dean would be a full heel.
Dean go full heel, man. That's what I was thinking. He's probably gonna come back and
But they
beat the
kind
crap
of
out of
gave it
Seth
away
Rollins.
I forgot what pay-per-view it was. Where it was before the brand split.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like unsatisfied with Dean Ambrose's gimmick though. Like I heard a lot of say he's kind of bland and not that interesting. I don't know what you think about that.
Uh, yes and no. It's just still he can cut a promo but uh, it's just the way he's booked. Like I think he's
Hmm.
I think he's good. The gimmick where he is, but like if they were to turn him heel, like it would probably be more interesting. I say.
That's a good point. I don't think we've seen him exactly heel besides the Shield, which he didn't really
I think
get too much
they
mic
probably
time.
are gonna turn him heel.
Right.
I think that's what they were
Gun-
like. I think since he got injured, like that's what they were building it. Like if he didn't get injured, it was supposed to be him instead.
yeah. Gundam in the chat says I think AJ and Shinsuke has more false finishes. That's
True,
a good
yeah.
point though. It's a really good point, dude. I could see that being a possibility, especially the way their style is in New Japan. If they're gonna try to hit that kind of style, dude, I've seen a lot of Wrestle Kingdoms and there's a lot of false finishes in those matches.
Do you think they're gonna boo Roman Reigns?
Oh man, yeah, definitely. I think so.
That's like a
But
tradition every year.
then again, I think this year's a little bit better for Roman.
He's been getting cheered actually.
I remember Stone Cold tearing into him on his podcast about his gimmicks, calling him lazy and uninterested. Yeah, I remember this. Dean Ambrose, he had a podcast. I think it was on the WWE Network a couple of years
Yeah, I remember
back.
that.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
that
kinda
kind of
calling
like got him.
uninterested.
Like that's probably why they threw the title off of him. And gave it to
That's a good
AJ.
point. But it is his. Yeah, it's kind of his
And then
personality.
when
He's a
John
laid
Cena
back
threw
person.
it, like kind of like brought it up in a promo on SmackDown. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
I
you're
like
right,
I
man.
love
This
that
all came
segment
back to my
because they
mind.
were kind of like going. I think Dean Ambrose had some pretty good comebacks too.
Right.
Like when he's like called him a lazy part timer.
That is a good point. He, in my opinion, Dean Ambrose could use a little bit of a change. I understand what Steve Austin or Stone Cold Steve Austin's saying about him being a little lazy and uninterested. It's his personality, man. But he has a chance. In my honest opinion, he has a chance to change things up a little bit. He's been out for a while. The fans haven't seen him in a while. It's kind of like a fresh start for him. Not only him, but Samoa Joe, Big Cass, who I think he's coming back as Colin Cassidy.
Jason Jordan.
Jason, I forgot about Jason Jordan. Dude, there's a lot of injured. Jeff Hardy.
You forgot about
Holy
Jason.
crap. Dude, I completely forgot. Man, they should have never took away that tag team of Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Such a good team.
They kind of
Not
ruined
only that,
Jason Jordan.
not only that, but they picked the wrong child to be Kurt's
I
son.
know. It should have been Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be funny. Oh, dude, if that'd be
Valuable option.
that's a valuable option, I think.
Yeah,
It wouldn't really do much for him. It's just like, oh, he's
Yeah,
got
it
his
wouldn't do
first
anything
win
at all.
in a long time.
It might even bury the match a little bit more.
Yeah. Let me ask this:
Yeah, go hit me.
what kind of entrances, and is there gonna be any cool
good
entrances?
Good point. There's got to be a musical live performance for somebody. Jason Angle is going to help his dad win. He's gonna return, right, and help his dad get the win over Triple H. That's a good point. I forgot Triple H pedigreed him on that Raw that one time. That was hella fun. But okay, like you said, is there gonna be any good entrances? If the Demon comes out, that's a good entrance. They could do something awesome with that. Shinsuke Nakamura, just the fans going along with his song is gonna be awesome. I'm sure he's gonna come out with some kind of culture reference or something.
I just hope they don't do the violin guy. I mean, I like what he does, but I think
You think it's a little repetitive, or what?
yeah, like
I hear you. Yeah,
it's like we've seen
they could do
this
something
before.
better.
Unless they have like an orchestra or something.
It is
Someone
kind of
come out
cool
with a
though.
gong. It's like, boom.
It is kind of cool though how it's like his tradition. You know, he comes out every once in a while, but like he's a mysterious guy.
Or
with
what
a
if
lot
they
of,
do it to where like it reveals more violence or something?
That would be pretty neat, right? It starts off with just him, and then like all of a sudden. But I don't know if they can all be queued up. But that would be kind of.
They're
cool
all
if they
dressed
could.
as him or something.
Wow, all Shinsuke's.
Or they play AJ Styles' theme song live.
Right.
All you hear is the guy
Or the
singing it. They don't want none.
He's gonna bring the whole New Japan Pro Wrestling locker room with him.
Right. What if the Bullet
Including
Club
Kenny
comes
Omega.
out and helps him? Oh,
Can you imagine? Wow, that'd be insane.
like the
One-night
DX
appearance.
and NWO.
Oh yeah. What if Shinsuke comes out in his king's crown and cape like at Wrestle Kingdom? I could see that. I could definitely see that.
They're gonna
That
have
would be awesome. That would be a nice
they're cooking
reference.
something. There has to be some cool entrances.
They are. There's gonna be some references to that match back at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm pretty
What if they get
positive about
footage
that.
of it?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
WWE could
They
just
really
pull
should.
out their big checkbook and be like,
Right.
they're known
Yeah, they
for
really
doing
could.
that. They're notorious for doing that.
What else was I gonna say about this? I had something in mind about it. Completely just went through my head. But musical live performances. Who do you got to perform live? I was asking Gundam in the chat the other day.
Elias.
Who do you got? Elias. Well, yeah, Elias is gonna be
Gonna
having a
perform his
concert.
own
But
theme. John Cena
Right.
gonna perform his own theme song.
John Cena.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Cause no. I was gonna say Baron Corbin, but he doesn't have a match.
He doesn't, does he? He's gonna perform his entrance at the Battle Royale.
Right, the guy comes out singing it. I think he has someone that sings his song.
I'm gonna say, man, there's a lot of options. I mean, I was thinking Seth Rollins.
True.
It could be a possible option.
Or the Miz.
To burn it down. The Miz, okay.
I came to play.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, definitely. I could definitely see that, man.
Yeah.
Finn Balor. I don't know who. Finn Balor.
You could have one guy. Dun,
This one guy. Man.
Samoa
Well,
Joe.
Kid Rock just got into the Hall of Fame. Is it possible he performs for something? It is really possible. He was talking about Kid Rock being in the Hall of Fame. It's possible he performed.
Who would he
So I don't
perform?
know if Kid Rock even made it. Did Kid Rock make the theme song for the WrestleMania? Or am I wrong? I might be wrong.
I think he did, yeah.
I think he did, right? So maybe he does come out and performs, but he does the theme song or something. Maybe plays a couple of songs. They usually have a performance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually do, but I don't know if they had one last year. Okay, man, live entrances. There's a couple options. I don't know who to go with though. I'm gonna go Seth Rollins. But I'm excited to see Shinsuke's entrance with the crowd sing along and Bobby Roode.
I'm going with the Miz, AJ Styles.
I came to play.
They're all gonna have some sort of cool entrance. They have to.
Yeah. So who do you think's gonna have the best entrance?
Triple H
I was gonna say Triple H is gonna have.
has
he
the
always
most
comes out with, like-
expensive entrance. Remember when he came out as a
Yeah.
Terminator?
Came out as a Terminator. There was the one year with Stephanie McMahon on that big tower, the WrestleMania 30 thing.
Oh yeah, I remember. He almost slipped.
He usually does something to reference like a king or the King of Kings, and so I could definitely see him doing something with that.
Right.
Ronda Rousey, what is she gonna come out to? Is she gonna have a special? Is she gonna have a live performance already?
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper. She's gonna come out to this song.
Kurt Angle, he's gonna come out and he's gonna have the pyro.
You're right.
You suck. You suck.
Is there anything else? Undertaker with a 25-minute long walk to the ring, dude. Good point.
How long does the entrance look?
Like last year, they had to cut down that entrance. In the picture that I've seen of the leak stuff, they haven't really revealed the entrance way yet. So I haven't seen anything with the entrance.
I feel like the stage is gonna be like pretty big.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it will be. But the Undertaker last year, they had to cut his entrance in half. Remember where they had him come through the bottom or the middle of the stage? Yeah. Good thing they didn't have him go through the.
Last year's WrestleMania was long.
Yeah, dude, it was real. It was, like the Royal Rumble we went to last year, or was it last year? Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. But they had to go through the cart thing. That was funny. But yeah, they're gonna have to do something with Undertaker, or else he's gonna have really a 25-minute long walk. You're not lying there, Gundam.
Oh hell no.
You really will have, if he does. I don't know what's he. I imagine Undertaker's just gonna appear in the ring or something though. Like Johnson is gonna be in there.
He's gonna be under the ring during the cruiserweight.
Yeah, during the crew. Damn, that'll be a long time under the ring.
Like damn.
All the way from the pre-show. You could come out with a cramp and everything.
Off the ride.
Gosh.
Not just fine.
Crap. Is there anything else to say, man? I'm trying to think of anything else.
No, I think we covered pretty much everything.
We covered a lot, yeah. I think we went through every match. We went through the pre-show. We did takeover predictions. I kind of said about the order, but I never ended up doing the whole order. What match is gonna? I just said that Rusev is probably gonna start off the show. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar will probably end off the show. Yeah, I don't know, but I guess that's pretty much it for us here, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. I think Nate is gonna join me tomorrow for the NXT TakeOver review. All right, awesome. All right, he's gonna be here for the NXT TakeOver review, guys. You can find us here tomorrow night, sometime after TakeOver. I don't even know when TakeOver is gonna end, but it's gonna end sometime, and
probably around
right after the NXT TakeOver.
Yeah, probably around the time we started the live chat.
Around 10, you think? Yeah, because it's not a big card, but it'll definitely be a long, lengthy matches. But yeah, join us for TakeOver tomorrow, guys. What is left? There's only 2 things left on the schedule, guys. TakeOver review and WrestleMania 34. You'll find me here on Sunday doing the review for that. We went through all the predictions today, guys. If you're watching the playback of this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, comment your predictions. It's never too late I want to hear your predictions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Anyone who tuned in, Gundam always in the chat, man. I appreciate it as always. Nate, thank you for joining me tonight. As when you get the opportunity to join.
I was like, damn, I finally get to be on the show.
Yeah, man, it's good to have you. I think it made the show more interesting. We get to feed off each other information and stuff.
I'll be here tomorrow. I'll probably be there in person with them because we'll be watching TakeOver.
Right. Yeah, he'll probably be here in person, so we'll both be on the camera. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for us. Thanks for watching the show, and tune in for the next 2 shows, Saturday and Sunday, the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. All right, guys. See you guys.
See you guys tomorrow.